Under social work department, we are 10 of us, handling 6 regions: Amisi, Shanderema, Kakamega, Navaholo, Shebiusi, and Musingu. In the same areas, we do family-based care, and this family-based care, we have a number of 220 families that we are handling. In these families, we focus on 5 stars. The 5 stars that we focus are education, basic need, livelihood, health, and agriculture. What do we do with the families? We support them based on their strength and needs. So under the families, we also help them rise above poverty through their strength and needs, where the family provide what they can and the organization support where they can.
Being a social worker at United Kenya Rising is very good and interesting because you get to touch the real lives of people you are working with. So I'll say the best thing is that you've been given at least the freedom to do our work well.
Very nice. At United Kenya Rising, the organization is good. It helps us to achieve the goal of the community in terms of facilitation, in terms of capacity building, in terms of advocacy and all stuff. So in United Kenya Rising as a social worker, I feel so much comfortable and very much okay to do my work as a social worker. The most interesting part of it is making a smile in the community, in someone else's face, just making a difference. That is the most interesting part of it.
I love interacting with children and even interacting with caregivers, because it is that through interaction that you are able to learn what they are passing through. You are able to learn what are their challenges. You are able to learn what are their weaknesses and what are their strengths, so that as a social worker, you know where can you start to helping this family so that they can achieve their goal.
The most interesting thing is that actually I can say is like you are socializing with people, you are meeting people, you are meeting families. Families tend to see you like someone who is coming, like you are linking a family to an organization, you are linking a family to a government, you are linking a family to their perspective places, or you are linking them to where they can get help from. Actually, there are families that are in the villages, and sometimes you'll find like they are actually in a problem, but they do not know how they can solve that problem. So you as a social worker, you come to that family to link the family to the actually to link a family to where it can get its help.
I would say my biggest achievement is that those families, I get comments and seeing them just grow from how they were since I joined United Kenya Rising. I have several, I would say, those that I've seen actually growing, and they've really surprised me. Even to them, they testify and they say, actually, you really helped us to see. Because in the previous past, if you realize our programs, how it were before, families were just being given funds and skills, but they were not putting that in practice. Right now, they're really testifying that you've really assisted us. And if we can go on with this, I can be able to do much more. I can never be poor, actually. And I really like it when even they impact the same to their children.
I can say that I've achieved big because I've been able to reach at least 30 families. I've been able to link these families to different services, including health, and also linking them to services like receiving government services, like for example, getting of farm inputs, and also linking them so that they can be able to get information concerning health, like family planning services. And those families, like for example, those ones who are like affected by HIV and AIDS, we have been able to link them to services so that they're able to receive medication and they're also able to adhere to good nutrition. Another thing that I can be proud of is that we have been able to train families so that they can be able to generate their own income by themselves without depending on the program support. And through this generating of income, it is whereby we train them to come up with the activities. Like for example, they can identify a small business which they can do, and also they can even start a project. And this is through collaborating with the agriculture officers on the ground. We identify the family and be able to train them.
For that instance, I remember there's this family where a grandparent who was just left alone without, yes, she has relatives, like the children are there, but could not support her. The children are immersed in the drunkenness, so they could not support in one way or the other. And we find that this family had an issue of they needed a house, a shelter actually. So in the process of organization facilitating the healthy homes, she was able to get the house. And right now, you can just imagine the smile of that grandmother in the face. The grandchildren are also happy, and also they really appreciate the support that Kenya Rising has put in their face. And they thank God for that Kenya Rising has come to their rescue. Today is a social work day. I'm so happy that we are recognized as social workers, because we know very well that we are in the community, we are like the gatekeepers. We mobilize, we advocate, we help where necessary.
And this is a day that we are educating everyone, because we know that a community that is being served by social work and is being served to receive social services, it is a community that will be able to be empowered, and it will be able to receive information so that they are able to gain ability for them to be able to cope by themselves.
I'm happy today it's a social workers day, and I really appreciate God. If you ask me about social work, I'll tell you social work is what we meet every day in our community. Like you'll find a teacher to some extent is a social worker, a doctor. I find it like it's a profession that is so good. You interact with the people.
God bless them. God bless them. They might be giving the money without knowing how it is being impacted in the community. But I can tell you the return that is there. They just don't have the heart to say, but you can feel the atmosphere that they are really appreciative about it. May God bless them a lot.